Got Ricardo here now. Late breaker on the late breaker. Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. Today, episode number 16 of Season 1. It's the Singapore Grand Prix, my least favorite race on the entire F1 calendar. But, you know, got to do it once a year, so now it's time. Who knows? Maybe we'll take such a good car. I'll come away feeling different about it. You know, I didn't really like the Hungaroring, and we finished fourth there, so perhaps we'll have really good luck in Singapore. But for now, we got some things to get squared away on the team. Got a whole bunch of resource points to put back into the car. Got a little bit of money. I already set up our activities. Funded team event, weight training to develop Nick DeVries a little bit further, and an aero team building exercise as well. So we'll roll time forward here a couple of days and then dive into the R&D that we want to do. Of course, if you missed the last episode, it was the Italian Grand Prix and a disappointing race by all measures for us. We started in the 5th position. Certainly didn't finish there. A rain-soaked Monza really created a lot of havoc for us. I made so many mistakes. If you missed that episode, I'll put a link to that in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Recommend you go give that a watch before you watch this episode, but it was a struggle and disappointing finish, to say the least.
Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
These are the things you love to hear as we look at our car now as far as the R&D tree goes. Smack dab right in the middle of the pack once again, in between AlphaTauri and McLaren for the time being. We'll see once we get to the track how things truly shake out. As we look at the R&D tree, things are starting to fill out. We did get a durability upgrade come through this week, so that's exciting. Our MGUH Durability 1 did come through, so that's great news to see that. Durability-wise, we haven't been doing a whole lot, but I'm going to continue that trend and not continue to do a whole lot. It's just not something that I really need to focus on here in year one. We've done a lot of aerodynamic work. We're looking really good on aerodynamics. You can see we're 4th best in aero, so really not going to put the time or resources into that. It really comes down to powertrain or chassis, and chassis we are still really struggling on. 3rd worst in chassis, so the next big step for us to do is either the weight distribution for the engine cover or the heat dispersing wheel rims for tire wear. Bang for buck, engine cover redistribution of weight. It's going to be the way that we go. It'll come in before the Japanese Grand Prix. 29% failure chance. Cross those fingers. Let's hope it comes through on time. Looking in on our sponsor situation at the end of the last episode, XXY was up for renewal, or we could find a new sponsor. Ended up renewing them, bringing XXY back. So as long as we complete all the practice programs in a weekend, which I do anyways, we'll get that cool $212K bonus, still paying us $172,000 a week to be on the car. Welcome back, XXY. And finally, let's take a look at the updated point standings after the Italian Grand Prix. A 21-point lead for Lewis Hamilton over his teammate Bottas. Ferrari third and fourth rather. The Red Bulls 5th and 6th. And then a big jump back to Ricardo in 7th. Norris, our rival, in 8th. Ocon 9th, and we're in 10th. Norris DNF'd in the Italian Grand Prix. We finished outside of the points in the Italian Grand Prix. So, yeah, no real ground made up there, but we did get 4 crucial points on him in our rivalry. So that's always good to see. And hopefully we can carry that forward and win this rivalry against Lando Norris. But on the constructor's side, we lost a little bit of ground to Racing Point. They're now in the 6th position. We're 4 points back in 7th. And it's another 6 points back to Alfa Romeo. So again, that little grouping from 6th, 7th, 8th continues to be our main point of emphasis. We got to beat those pink cars, and we got to beat those Alfa Romeos. Well, it's time to head out to the track. Singapore, Marina Bay Street Circuit. Again, I do not like this track. I've not had a very good track record here. Perhaps this will be the time we finally turn it around. Let's find out. All right, welcome to the paddock here at Singapore. And as you see on your screen, Carl sent us a lovely message to let us know that next year's regulations are going to be getting changed a little bit, as seems to be the case every year. We don't know exactly what's going to get changed yet. It's either going to be durability, power, chassis, aerodynamics, some combination of the 4. We'll find out in 1 or 2 episodes, I'm sure. But, yep, that's great. Awesome stuff. Also, we got a development from the factory for durability. No big deal, but one of those little factory upgrades that you get on your powertrain and durability. We got one for durability, so thanks, Honda. Appreciate it. During the weekend, we accumulated enough R&D points to purchase the major powertrain upgrade for the new cylinder head. That should be ready if it comes through before the U.S. Grand Prix. And it'll be great to have that extra power at Circuit of the Americas. Certainly some long straightaways there that we would benefit from the extra horsepower. So we got that in line with our 2 major chassis upgrades as well. So 3 major upgrades in the queue coming along over the next couple of Grand Prix. This car is going to be making some big leaps and bounds. We need it. Especially, I wish they were on the car here at Singapore, because I don't think anything can help me here. I am garbage. Finally, looking at the performance index coming into the Singapore Grand Prix, Mercedes top. Ferrari moves back into second over Red Bull. That gap between those 3 cars pretty close. Been getting closer and closer. That's been fun to watch. Racing Point has distanced themselves from the rest of the midfield fight just a little bit. Alfa Romeo has jumped up over McLaren as well. So it's Racing Point and Alfa, the 2 cars that we're racing in the constructor standings, have made some pretty good gains. We're right there with McLaren, it looks like, so that's good. We're not too far behind. Renault's right there. AlphaTauri is somewhere in that mix, and Haas is somewhere in that mix. Williams way down below with a little bit of an uptick. So Racing Point with a big move up. Alfa Romeo with a big move up. A lot of teams on the move here, but, you know, you see at the bottom, we've had some really good finishes, and then that 15th at Monza the last time out really was a buzzkill. We'll see what we can get here at Singapore. It's not going to be pretty from the start. Let's take a look at the pre-race and the grid rundown.
Against the spectacular backdrop of the Singapore skyline, Formula One returns once again to do battle in what tends to become something of an endurance race, with the notorious sauna-like temperatures in the cockpit making for an extremely physically challenging Grand Prix. It's a 3.1-mile lap here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit, with 47% taken at full throttle. It's hot, humid and bumpy around the 13 lefts and the 10 rights of mostly slow corners. But we should see speeds of up to 200 miles per hour along the Raffles Boulevard. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. Now, let's talk about Charles Leclerc. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Albon, Lewis Hamilton, and Sainz, Perez, Vettel. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Ricciardo and Lance Stroll, Norris, Ocon, Kimi Raikkonen and Magnussen, De Vries, Grosjean, Pierre Gasly and Antonio Giovinazzi, Kvyat, Russell, Latifi and Davidson. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Welcome to the grid here in Singapore, and as you saw in the grid rundown, we're coming from the back. I ended up qualifying 18th. There was rain in qualifying. The session started to dry up towards the end. We were sitting really, really good. We were like 8th, and then the track dried up a little bit, and I couldn't get a second lap in. Time ran out before I got back to the line because I got caught up in traffic, and jerk-off AI is getting in my way, so I couldn't get a faster lap in. So since we were at the back already, I decided to take a whole bunch of new engine components, open up a new tier of engine components. Might as well. We're already back here. We're going to need them to get through the rest of the season, and I don't want to take grid penalties at any of the other tracks that I can tell. So that's what we got. Nick De Vries qualifies 15th. He was 12th in Q1. I had a lot of hope for him. Not sure what happened there, why he couldn't go faster, but still season best qualifying effort for him. 15th, hopefully he can translate that into something really special here in this race. So let's take a look at the race strategy. As you can see at the top of the screen, a clear night, but towards the end of the Grand Prix, rain may be coming. So tough to say when or if that will affect this race. But for us, it's going to be a one-stop strategy, starting on the mediums and switching over to the hards after about 12 laps. We're just going to have to maximize our tire wear and hope that we can put a good gap between some of these guys. They're going to be on a two-stop strategy that they're starting on the softs. Those in front of us, they're going to make that early pit stop. We got to put together really, really good laps, see where it all cycles out, How the rain may play into this, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. At least it's not going to be like Monza where it's throughout the entire race, but still, qualifying had a little bit of rain, practice had a little bit of rain, so why not the race as well? Might as well get all three. 5 red lights here at the back of the grid in Singapore. And away we go. What a start by George Russell. Look at him go. Holy shit. My dude is scooting right there. We had no chance to take anybody into one. Good Lord. Nothing doing for us. No open holes. Big dive up the inside. We make it work. Go up to 19th inside of Kvyat and Giovinazzi. Now Kvyat coming back at us on the inside. And Giovinazzi as well. One more time up the inside of Kvyat. Wow. That is a hectic start. We got a couple of positions. Up the inside of Latifi. Oh. I thought he was going to get the traction and the run out of the corner there, but he didn't. We'll take 18th. That's where I qualified. So the gamble for new components pays off as we're back to where I originally qualified here on lap 1. Let's take a look at Romain Grosjean here. Full mix, full battery. He defended really well. Nice defense by Grosjean. I really had nowhere I could go. Well, DRS will be helpful if we're that close to him next time down the front straightaway, I'll tell you that. Oh, we'll have DRS right here. Oh, he has DRS as well. We're in a DRS train. He has it off of Nick. Here we come now, a DRS to the inside of Grosjean. Oh, he gave us a little bump. What the hell? No corner cutting.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Grosjean just bumped us. What an asshole. Next up's our teammate, Nick DeVries. I don't think we've seen him on track the entire season. I think this is the first time we've ever seen him. What's up, Nick? Ah, he got us. Little bastard. No team orders here. I put a nice little move on him, but he got better traction on the outside lane. Did a nice job. Good job, Nick. Try this move one more time on him. We get it done. Got the traction that time to get the pass done. Looks like some of the front runners coming down the pit lane here. Those guys that are on soft tires, time for them to pit. First of their 2 pit stops they're going to make. See if we can get a run on Gasly here. Big time DRS train. Nothing doing. Or is there? Oh! What a move that was. Got it done. That was opportunistic? Optimistic? That was a lot of things. But we made it happen. Get the same move done on Magnussen. Same move on Magnussen that we did on our teammate. Here comes Kimi. Puts up to second behind Ocon here. Really short stop to get off the medium for those guys. Interesting. They came down a lot earlier than I thought they would, the guys on mediums. Interesting. Tires still feel fine to me. I'm not feeling anything that would make me want to come in just yet. Maybe there's something to it, a little undercut.
Rain is forecast. fast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes. Dries seem like the best tire for now.
The rain in 10 minutes, and I'm pitting this lap.
Go now.
All right, 2.3. Nice stop by the boys.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left.
So that puts us down in dead last. I'm going for a strategy call because I think it's going to rain before these medium tires are going to be busted. We'll see if it plays out. My hope is that these guys are going to have to make an extra pit stop once it rains and we don't. It'll be a 2-stopper for us, but a 3-stopper for everybody else. We're in a big pack of cars here. Gotta be real careful trying to get through these guys. Around the outside of Raikkonen. Still around the outside of Raikkonen. Finally get that one done. All right.
We may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
Now it's 15 minutes.
We're trailing
It
our
was
team
10.
by 18.3 seconds.
God damn it, Jeff. My whole strategy was driven off you saying 10 minutes. Can't just say 15 now. Bastard. All right, next train of cars in front of us. Starting with our rival, Lando. Purple sector 3 for us. We're flying right now. I show a lot of patience here with these guys. I know I'm faster than them with my tires, but such a narrow track, so easy to put yourself in the wall. Don't want to do that. Trying to force something. Little drag race here with Norris. Take him around the outside. Up into 13th. Next is Albon. This train of cars is being held up by somebody. Well, whoever that was. I think it was Latifi that was holding everybody up. Now Sainz is in front of this train. On the outside of Albon. I missed my shift. And my DRS. Jesus Christ. Did that all wrong. Gotta take it. Albon probably didn't like that, but that's the same type of move that Lewis Hamilton's been putting on him the past couple of years, so I guess you gotta be used to it by now, right? Poor guy. Got Ricardo here now. Late breaker on the late breaker. Really, really aggressive here with these guys. I gotta get through them. I cannot afford to get stuck behind him. Where's that rain, Jeff? Where's that rain, Jeff? The strategy's about to be undone because it doesn't fucking rain. Like you said it was going to. Get the old bump and run to Perez. That's us up into 5th. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Okay, we don't think we're far you
Come on,
updated
baby.
as the conditions change.
Come on, baby. Come on, rain. Are those
To
raindrops?
the car in front is 1.6 seconds.
Oh, we got raindrops. Come on, baby. Come down. Yes. Yes, the strategy's going to work. Everyone's going to come down for hitters to the end. I'm going to feel like a genius if this actually works. It needs to rain harder. Not rain hard enough. Not pitting. Hamilton and Vettel pit.
Give us the best in lap you can.
It is not raining hard enough to warrant intermediate tires, and that makes me sad. Because that's what we need. We need a deluge here. And that's going to screw over Vettel and Hamilton if it starts raining really hard because they just pitted for mediums. Rain streaking the camera. Come on, baby. We're all struggling for grip. It is getting slippery. It's getting rainier.
Lap to teammate behind is 19.0 seconds.
I think it's getting rainier. Sainz and Bottas. Bottas way up the road. Come on, rain. Come on, rain.
I know these conditions are tough, but bear with it. I don't think the track is ready for intermediates yet.
Are you serious? Whose team are you on, Jeff? Lie to me. Little tank slapper there. Oh, come on, Jeff. We're all just limping around out here. It looks wetter than ever. It is slick as shit, too. We got to stay on these mediums.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
Where? How about rain? It really needs to start raining harder. I just need the skies to open up. Problems behind us. Don't know what.
Okay, clear.
Don't really care either. Oh, DRS is disabled. It's raining hard enough for him to disable DRS. Albon's out of the session. Oh, we got problems. It's starting to rain. People are dropping out. We're in the best position ever. Come on, baby. This is what we needed. If I pitted last lap, we'd be flying right now. That's okay. Oh, my God. There we go. Those tires were really, really struggling. 60% on the right rear.
Go, go, go.
1.9, baby. Way to go, boys. Here we go. With intermediates. Come on.
Look after these tires now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
There's Ricardo on mediums. There's the rain. Beautiful. Come on. Oh, Ricardo, get the fuck out of the way. Hey, he's just parking the bus. Go around the outside. We make it happen. I don't really care if I brush the wall. We had to get around his slow ass. That puts us third.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
We have a chance at second. We have a chance at a podium. And my least favorite track. If we can get to Sainz, that's P2. If I had pitted one lap earlier for intermediates, we'd probably be in front of them. 10 minutes and it's going to dry up. Oh, boy. If it dries up, we're going back to softs. I am sweaty. I'm working really, really hard here. I don't think we're going to catch Sainz, but Perez isn't catching me. So that's the plus news, positive news. We're starting to close in on Sainz a little bit. I want P2. My heart is pounding through my chest right now, knowing we have a chance at possibly getting second, but our first podium, trying not to think about it, not make a mistake.
I don't think the line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a while longer.
We're bringing that gap down little bit by little bit. 2 laps to go next time by. My heart is pounding right now. I'm losing time to him now. We might just have to hold on for third. I do have to think about the big picture here. A third place finish, our first podium of the season. You told me we were going to get a podium in season 1. I would have said no fucking way. Oh, they enabled DRS. Too bad we're not close enough to take advantage of it. Last lap of this Grand Prix. Come on, baby. Let's bring it home. There's no grip left in these tires. They are dead. The track's drying out. Pierre Gasly's out. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Here comes Perez. Come on, baby. Across the line. We've done it! Our first podium! Yeah! We barely get it! Oh! Yes! 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 Unreal. Unbelievable.
They've endured the harsh conditions.
Oh my God, my heart is pounding. We've done it. A podium, we barely got it. Those tires were shot.
Part of the result comes down to temperament.
Oh my God.
Their heads when
I don't even want to know how close it was.
And that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximize the strategy, and to stay out of
Let's
trouble.
go. Our first podium.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure
Where are
there'll
we?
be plenty
There we
of
are!
celebrations tonight
Yeah!
amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Let's pop open the champagne, podium style. I'm not really in this celebration, I guess. That's okay. So as I was going through the replay, looking at all these amazing angles to get a thumbnail, I came to the final part of the highlights. I now understand why this car was out of control coming to the checkered flag. On the last lap, the right rear tire blew. Look at it. The right rear tire was flat coming to the line. I don't know at what point during the final lap it blew, but we were driving on a flat right rear tire, limping home. No wonder it was so out of shape. It's crazy. Absolutely wild. Here comes Perez and everybody else. But you see that right rear tire is absolutely flat. So there you go. Right rear tire flat on the car. Take a look at it here. You can see, just looking at the texture of the rear tires, there's no tread. There's nothing left on them. Nothing. Right rear is flat. The left rear was not far away from being flat either. It had no tread left on it. I mean, look at the front tires. You see the front tires? Have tread and, you know, all that on them. They look like rain tires. I roasted the rear tires off this car. We popped the right rear. The left rear wasn't far behind. Wild stuff. But you know what? We held on. That's all that matters. Unbelievable. A historic day for Schild Speed Racing. Not only our first podium, but Nick de Vries finished in 10th and got a point. Oh, what a race. Double points for Schild Speed Racing. I am happy. Oh my gosh. The strategy, I didn't know if it was going to work or not. Let's take a look at the running order before I get into it. Bottas gets the win. Sainz gets second. We were reeling him in, and then the tires really went. We get third. Perez fourth. Leclerc, Norris, Magnussen, Giovinazzi, Stroll, and Nick de Vries. 10th place. Hamilton in 11th out of the points. Grosjean, Vettel out of the points in 13th. Ocon, Raikkonen, Kvyat, Ricciardo, Verstappen all the way down in 18th on a 4-stopper. Nicholas Latifi, George Russell, Gasly, and Albon round out the field. Albon DNFing. Gasly had problems late in the going as well, but what a finishing order this race had. All over the place. The rain was wild. Hamilton had the fastest lap of the race, but doesn't get the bonus points since he didn't finish in the points. So wild, wild Singapore Grand Prix. And we drive to the checkered flag with a flat right rear tire. Eerily reminiscent to what Lewis Hamilton did this past weekend at the time of this recording in the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, winning with a flat left front tire. Oh my goodness. The 2-stopper is what got it done for us. We just had to hold out, and we come from the back of the grid, 22nd, to finish 3rd. Nick DeVries in 10th. What a day. Claire, I just finished on the podium for the first time in my career, double points as a team, and you're asking me about Haas? Why the hell do I care about Haas?
How did your team respond to the poor conditions today?
Well, they did absolutely brilliantly. We got the strategy spot on.
Well, thanks anyway.
Oh, go fuck yourself. There you go. We pick up 3 more on Lando. This rivalry going very, very well for us. We lead 10-4 now over Lando. This rivalry appears to be in good shape for us. Look at all the acclaim. As a team, we're going to jump up to acclaim level 12. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Show me the money. Come on, baby. What are we paying out? Everything. Yes, sir. Full complement of money from all the sponsors. $851K. Damage deductions, $60K. Sad. Or $40K on damage. Oh, well. I was very aggressive in this race. And that'll do it for a wet and wild Singapore Grand Prix. Unbelievable weekend. A historic weekend as we get our first podium finish of the season. And Nick DeVries gets into the points in 10th as well. Unbelievable. We get the strategy right. We knew rain was coming. I threw on the medium compound instead of the hards to get faster lap times between then and the rain. And it catapulted us all the way up. Some guys got it wrong, like Hamilton and Vettel, but we got it right. We almost had a sniff at second, but I literally drove the rear tires off the car. We pop a right rear tire on the last lap at some point and limp home to a 3rd place finish. Unbelievable. What an episode. What a race. For my least favorite race, my least favorite track, go figure, we get our first podium of the year. We got a lot of money, $4.9 million. We'll figure out what to do it in the next episode. We got upgrades coming, engine cover. Hopefully that comes through. A lot of stuff. Exciting times here at Shield Speed Racing, and I hope you're excited as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, if you're pumped up, if you're excited, let me know by leaving a thumbs up on it. Leave a comment down below. Share it out there. And most importantly, hit that subscribe button. We are growing at a crazy rate, and I appreciate your support so very much. Just hitting that subscribe button means the world to me. I know I'm not a big YouTuber, at least not yet, but I'm trying to grow this thing up, and you are helping out a ton. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope my performance today earns that subscription from you if you haven't already joined the community. All the links to all my social down below in the description, and a link to our Discord. Over 600 people on the Discord server as well. So if you want to connect with me, use the social media stuff, use the Discord as well. Looking forward to hearing from you. Hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, be good to each other. We will see you in the next episode.